Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Asaf Ndikwera. I'm so honored and privileged to be sharing you a very wonderful training called Treasure Chest number 8. Before I get started, I've been in multi-level marketing for quite a while now. It's been an exciting journey, and every day is a learning experience. We made lots of friends. We've been around the world. We've basically seen a lot of potential in what we call humanity. So today, I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to share with you how you can become a mega success in multi-level marketing. So let me upload our document here, and let's get started right on time. I hope you're having a good time on this lovely Thursday. Perfect. Treasure chest number 8. The 5 keys to take your business to the next level. So what keys do you need to be able to push your business to the next level? This is what I'm going to be talking about today. And step number 1, define your goals. Define your goals clearly. In life, if you do not shoot at anything, you get nothing. So define your goals. Why did you join Techno Project first and foremost? So when you define your goals, work to achieve them, control your emotion, act, you will become the true creator of your destiny. That is according to Napoleon Hill. So a man without a goal, a man without dreams is as good as dead. So in definition of your goals, these are things we need to take a look at. This is the most crucial question you need to answer. What do you want to achieve? Because if you start anything without a clear reason as to why you're starting it, most definitely you're assured of failure. All together? So what do you want to achieve? Set it clearly in your mind, and if your why is not clear, surely you will not reach anywhere. If your why is not clear, you surely not reach anywhere. People can't answer. If someone you're talking to about this business cannot be able to answer this question in the first 10 seconds that you need, they don't have any clear goals. So divide your goals like this. 1, we have what we call short-term goals. What you want to achieve in the next 6 months. 6 months might be too much for you, but the goals you set in that time are short-term. Mid-term goals, what do you want to achieve in the next 3 years from now? They all have to be clear, specific, and they have to be sound. Because network marketing is not distinct from other businesses. The rules that govern the business world automatically also govern us in one way or another. So you have to set what we call short-term and long-term goals if you want to basically reach the destination. Yes, we have a better way compared to other businesses, but we're not selling magic things. Together? Then we talk. The other way you can set your goals is classify them as long-term goals. What you want to achieve in the next 5 years from now. Together? So plan your week in advance as a short term. Plan your week in advance. Divide your short-term goals into what we call weekly goals. Decide for every week what you want to achieve. Set it clearly on a Sunday. Then set a game plan of how much prospecting you have to do, how much invitation you have to do, how many presentations you have to do, how many times you need to follow up, and trainings you need to do to be able to achieve your goals on a weekly basis. So doing this is very scientific. This will surely make your week productive, rather than bumping into a day without a single clear plan. All together? So plan your week. On a Sunday, get your notebook, get your planner, get your diary, write down everything you need to achieve in a week. And when you do it like that, automatically, you not basically live by trial and error. If you're not planning, someone else is planning for you. If you plan, is someone planning for you. So another tip, you need to basically take note of this. Do have a vision board somewhere in your house. I want to emphasize one thing, that in life, pictures speak louder than words. So that you're able to visualize your goal every single day. And I emphasize one thing, as you basically draw your dream board, be extravagant. Nobody's going to come and arrest you for having dreamed so much. But you have to migrate from having the dream in your mind to putting it on paper and then putting it in pictures. So that is part of the creation process. Most especially what I do in my house, I put my dream board. This is my dream board in front. This is where I sleep. I put my head, but it is exactly where I can see it. So every time I wake up like this, the first thing I set my eyes on is the kind of car I want to drive, the type of houses I want to own, and then the schools my children have to go to, the kind of businesses I want to do traditionally. So I'm facing direct at it on a daily basis. When I go to sleep, I first go through them and look at them. The mind is very unique. You do not basically, what you give it is exactly what it believes in. All together? So plan your week. Step number 2, build your name list. Your name list is the goldmine for your business. If you don't have a name list, the chances of failure in this business are very high. And just make sure that your name list is classified into what we call the warm market. Network marketing initially was built on what we call the warm market. People who know you. All together? It's of late that we've basically started introducing what we call the cold market and integrating them into the system. But network marketing is a relationship business. Even when you get a cold market person, make sure you make them your friends, because this is a relationship business. But your name list is the gold mine for your business. You don't have a name list, you're dead in this business. Now, in life, there are 3 kinds of networkers. There are networkers we call posers, then there are networkers we call amateurs, and then there are those we call professionals. I don't know where you fall at this point in time, but I do know one thing. All of us go through these phases. You cannot jump and become a professional automatically. You have to make some mistakes in the poser category and amateur category to become a professional. So it's very okay for you to do things without very limited knowledge. But just know one thing, you're on the way to becoming a better person. Let me talk about posers. Who is a poser? A poser is someone who makes a mental list of 3, 4, or 5 people they hope will join the business, their business. And their entire future is based upon the response of those few people. You're presenting your opportunity right now, let's say in a group of people, and as you're presenting, you're showing the projection and you're showing how the money comes through. Another person, his mind is running very fast and is thinking, if I put in this pastor, if I put in this imam, my life will have changed tremendously. That is a classical definition of a poser. He looks at his success as determined by the people he feels are more superior to him. All together? Their career is short-lived. After talking to 5 or 4 people, they think the business does not work. They think they have talked to the whole world and everybody's not going to join network marketing. And unfortunately, the poser category makes 80% of most networkers. They do not want to grow. They're expecting a time. They're looking at a time when they basically land that person who will change their life in one or another. Posers, most of the time, rely on luck. They hope for a day when they will land that wonderful recruiter, someone in another country is going to open up a market for them, and they do not put in time to build their business on principle. So do not let yourself be a poser. Start as a poser, then you migrate to another level. Learn the business as soon as possible. From poser category, we have what we call the amateurs as the next category. Amateurs are driven by excitement, not skill. Oftentimes, so many times I've been presenting the opportunity in a group of people, and as I do presentation, you see someone skip out of the presentation, runs to the ATM, picks money, and he comes and pays there and then. These people are driven by excitement. They do not want to put in the time to learn the skills. They love the money, but they don't want to go through the process. Because as a must, the money you make, the results you have, the prestige you have, the reputation you have, is the mindset. Money is an end result of who you become. But these guys do not want to put in time to learn the business. They make a written list of about 30 prospects they hope will join. They pick up their phone calls and try to call. After they reach like 29 and they feel these people and someone is not reacting, they start developing what we call anxiety disorders. They make a written list of only 30 prospects and that's it. As they do make their calls, the list begins to diminish and the anxiety levels goes higher and higher. Now the biggest fear most amateurs have is running out of people to talk to. I want to look you straight in the eye right now and let you know that you will never run out of people to talk to if you decide to do this business on principle. Because every day there's someone who's getting born, someone who's leaving P7, someone who's leaving high school, someone who's leaving senior 6, someone who's leaving university. There is someone who's tired of employment. There is someone who wants to own their own business. There's someone who's basically tired of being a dependent. So every time you think that the world is running out of people, think for a moment. In Uganda here, we are over 40 million people. And out of 40 million people, you're required to basically talk to a few people. And in our businesses, we only need 2 people. Teach them to do the same thing, and your network will grow tremendously. So from poser, you become an amateur. An amateur is driven by excitement. They make a written list of 30 people they hope will join, and if they don't join, they think the business doesn't work. As their list begins to diminish, their anxiety levels goes higher and higher, and their biggest fear is running out of people to talk to. What I want you to become is from amateur level, the next level you go to is what we call professionals. So decide and declare to be a professional in whatever you do. In a book called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, he says it takes 10,000 hours of practice for someone to become a professional at whatever they do. And that's around 7 years. And a professional network marketing is someone who makes between $100,000 US on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, which you will not find in any other professions. Someone studies as a physician for the last 7 years, but they go back to get employed, and all they can earn, like here in Uganda, is up to not less than at least $600 US. So professionals start with a written list of at least 200 names. They never prejudge anyone. They never prejudge anyone. We have a tendency in our business, when we start inviting people and presenting them, presenting to them, you tend to build a habit of prejudgment. You play God. A professional is committed to adding names every other time, and they have what we call an active candidate list. And what does this mean? Simply every single day they have a certain number of people, number of contacts they add to their name list. So it grows on a daily basis. So you do not just write 200 and stop there. You write more than 200. You can even put 1,000 people on your name list. But just remember one thing, that the name list is the backbone of your business. So as you write your name list, keep adding names to it on a daily basis. Our training, we encourage our partners to add between 4 to 5 people on a daily basis. If you multiply that by 7 days, you can see that the numbers keep growing. If you multiply them by 4 weeks, that is a month, they keep growing. You see why professionals do not run out of people to talk to. So in your business, declare to become professional. Now, step number 3, inviting your prospects for your network marketing business presentation. There is a traditional module called FORM, and this is very powerful when you're starting invitation for your prospect to look at your opportunity. Instead of bumping into them and asking them, Jude, have you heard about Techno Project? Go ahead and basically call them and find out exactly how they are doing, how their family is, how their work is, and how they spend their free time of late. And if money is basically something that is an item in their life in one or another. So let's go through one by one. Step number 3, inviting your prospects, inviting tips. Now, always give a compliment before you invite anybody. Jude, you're one of the most sharp guys I've ever met in my life. And I would like you to come and you have a discussion on a couple of things I feel that you really can give me advice on. Altogether, always give a compliment, because as you give a compliment, you're opening up resistance in terms of what we call rejection. Don't give too much information during an invitation. Let me ask you a question. When someone invites you for a birthday party, do they tell you the type of cake they are going to serve? Do they tell you the kind of drinks and meals they are going to serve? There is a disease in MLM with amateurs who basically call someone and they want to present the business on the front end. It is very unprofessional. So do not give too much information during your invitation. It's simply pick up your phone call and fix an appointment and invite them where you want them to meet you. The other thing, maintain curiosity. So as you call someone to look at your opportunity, make sure you leave them curious. You do not want to share all the information at the same time. An example, Jude, hot deal in town. All together. What is it about? No, it's not for hearing, it's for saying. Altogether, he's going to grab the border and come right away because, one, he's curious. He wants to know exactly what you're talking about. And the other thing, when you're inviting, keep your posture. There is nothing that turns off a prospect like someone who doesn't believe in what they are doing. So keep your posture both on the phone and even when you meet someone on the street. Invitation requires someone who's really confident. So always give a compliment. Don't give too much information during the invitation. Maintain a certain level of curiosity for that person. Give them a reason to come. Then keep posture as you do your invitation. Step number 4, doing a fantastic, gigantic business presentation. The rule is keep it short and clear. Keep it short and what? And clear. As you're doing your business presentation, stretch it like a rubber band. There is no perfect way to do it entirely. Present as many times as possible, you get better at it, but the best way we can model this behavior is by basically doing like 10 presentations to your business partners as they watch. When they bring their guests, present to them while they watch. So as time goes on, they're going to duplicate the same style that you use for presenting. So, but for a powerful presentation, there are 4 pillars of a good presentation. As long as you talk about the company profile, show them location of the office, the leadership, as well as basically when it started, good enough. Talk to them about the products or the services you offer. Then the money plan, what we call the compensation plan, plus share a couple of testimonies. So these are the 4 pillars that make up a very powerful presentation. As long as you have all these items, you have not concluded them. That's as good as enough. Step number 5 is closing and follow-up. These are sisters. Together. Every time you're following up, you're basically closing every single time. Now, this is where you have to convince. The presentation, the opportunity alone is convincing in one way or another. So avoid looking like you want those people to sign up, or else you do what? You die. So closing, you have to become a master in the art of closing, because if you don't know how to ask for an order, most definitely you're not going to get people to take action. We are not just doing a presentation like a lecture in a university. We are doing a presentation for people to take action towards what we are doing. So you have to become a master closer. In every session of your presentation, find ways you can basically ask questions that will help them basically make a decision. So closing is part and parcel of the business. Now this is where this is the convincing time. But not just closing, but also follow up. Follow up every time, follow up. Do not get started. Follow up shamelessly. Let me tell you one thing, as you follow up, you're showing the other person that you really care about changing their lives. Closing tips. After the presentation is over, you need to be with your prospect and ensure all his doubts and queries get solved before he leaves the venue. So after the presentation, sit them in a round circle, what we call a meeting after meeting. This is an opportunity for you, first and foremost, to take their contacts, add them to your WhatsApp group for the prospects. As well, let them ask questions here. This is their time for them to be able to ask questions. After the presentation, it's now your prospect's turn to talk. Let them ask all the questions or do one thing, listen carefully. The reason why God gave us only 2 ears is to be able to listen more than we speak. So this is the time where you give the guest an opportunity to ask the biggest number of questions they have. Let the questions that your guests ask, these questions that your guests ask are the ones that help you to close them. Altogether, so become a good listener. In terms of basically handling rejection, use the failed, and found approach as you answer their question. And the problem, you guys, the people who go in fast are the ones who make a lot of money. No, I know how you feel. In the beginning, that is exactly how I felt. But this is what I found out. That if you have a clear path with your upline, and it shows you the systematic approach on how you handle your business, automatically you get your success. So I absolutely understand how you feel. And I'll be honest with you, I felt the same way. But this is exactly what I discovered. That all the people who make money in this business follow a systematic way of doing things. If I showed you that, would you be able to go ahead and do what? And proceed. You see how that goes? Follow-up tips. Chances are less. The fortune has always been in the follow-up, so within 24 to 48 hours, call up your guests and keep the excitement levels high. Let me repeat one thing. Follow-up does not end until someone dies. When you buy a new suit, when you buy a new car, when you buy something new, go ahead and basically visit your friends. When you take a flight, post it on your social media. When you have a group of people you're presenting to, post it in your social media and let everyone see that the business is actually going on, even without their presence. So chances are less that the prospect will call you. You need to reach out to them if you want to sign them up in your team. The chances are very slim that these prospects are going to call you back. So it is your responsibility to pick up that phone call and give them a call. Now, as a tool, when you're following up your prospect, do have what we call a follow-up board. That is one thing. Another thing you can do is create a chat group, a WhatsApp chat group or Telegram chat group, where you can post progress of what is happening at your offices as well as the meetings you're doing on a daily basis. Sometimes life can get so busy and you really don't have to pick up your phone call and call up people traditionally like we used to do. But if you keep posting and sharing content in your group where you put them, automatically they'll be able to take action. So most prospects join after at least 3 exposures. The first exposure might be a one-on-one, second one might be a group presentation, the third one might be a company event. Then the fourth one might basically be a get-together party. So do not give up on the first exposure and you think you've done anything. Most prospects join between 3 to 4 exposures. Keep in touch with them. Find a way of keeping in touch with them. I talked about technology. Add them to your chat group or broadcast, but ask permission first. There is nothing as irritating as being added to a chat group without your consent. In fact, it is called spamming. Avoid it if you're still doing it as a business builder. So ask for someone's permission to add them to your group to see the progress of the kind of business you show them. Then update your Facebook status always because people are watching you. You share the opportunity, but as you basically build it, they are going to see your progress and that will prompt their decision to get started. Are together? Then show them the power of positioning. As you do your follow-up, show them the power of positioning. If the business has just started for the first 1 year, it is launching in the market, the purpose of positioning is that they will benefit from the marketing that happens on large scale. But don't make any commitments. Avoid the tendency of promising people that I'll do this for you, I'll do this for you. So avoid any sort of what? Commitments. And lastly, steps in attaining this module. On the journey to achieving your dreams in our business, it's quite a long journey, and this is how it is. So getting to your dreams is not basically waking up one night and realize what you want to tell. In our business, to get your dreams, whatever dream you have, let me emphasize one thing. If you do not have a strong why or a dream or something you're working towards, please do not start a network marketing business. Otherwise, you might rotate from company to company because all the time you are not serious about what you want to achieve. So many conversion plans can give you what you want, but you need to be focused on one for quite a long time. The space is 3 to 5 years to be able to review your decision. All together? Now, so on a journey to your dreams, you start from down here. What you need to do is develop what we call a good learning and listening attitude, because you might be a lawyer, you might be a doctor, you might be a pastor, bishop, imam. Yes, what you have learned in life will serve you at a certain point in time. But for now, develop what we call a good learning and listening attitude. Open up your mind, empty your cup to be a trading guy. When you develop this attitude, you will be able to learn. In our business, if you remove the letter L, what stays is you earn. So we are learning while we earn. If you're able to learn, you're able to teach. The hallmark of success in our business is your ability to teach people how the business works. Not just the opportunity, but how the business works. So whatever you learn, find people and teach them as soon as possible. Whatever you learn, go ahead and find 2 to 3 people you can clone yourself in. But every time you keep teaching, this becomes a part and parcel of your life. When you teach, you are able to duplicate. Anything you do, anything you instruct your business partners to do and you cannot do, please stop it. Because without duplication, there is no business. All together? So find something very small for everyone to do, such that they can do it conveniently. The reason why we have a training center is everyone can invite their friend, They come and attend the seminar at around 11, and they learn how the opportunity works. Everyone can invite. Even someone who's deaf can hold someone's hand and bring them to a training center. Everyone can gather 5 people at their home for someone to come and present to them. But not everyone can basically present as effective as you do. So find something very simple. Everyone can share a DVD, everyone can share a CD, but not everyone can do the presentation the way you do it. So duplication is a must. Whatever is not duplicable, do not do it. If you're able to duplicate, you're able to delegate. The time is going to come when you have like 1,000 people in your team, and each of them, let's say 50 of them have organized events separately, and they want your presence there. You cannot be in all those places at the same time. If you build leaders, you can basically ask them to represent you. And if you're able to delegate, you can multiply. Time is going to come when you have a presentation in Jinja, Kampala, Mbarara, Nairobi, Mombasa, Dar es Salaam, Morogoro, Lusaka, Johannesburg, Dubai, everywhere in the world. Someone is doing a Zoom meeting in a different country. So that's how you multiply entirely. And that is, the multiplying, that's when you say you have a network. Now, there is no shortcut. You have to go through the process. Most people want the money, but they don't want to go through the process. And when you have a network, that's when you say, that's when the income comes and you are able to realize your dream. So there's no shortcut. You have to go through the process. So that's all I have to share with you for today. And these are our social media handles. Please follow us. You can learn some more and see the progress we have. If you have any technical question, that is our WhatsApp number officially. And what I need to emphasize is that you are the master of your destiny and you are the captain of your life. So take charge today, because there's so much that is happening in our life. And if you do not take charge, most definitely you're going to fall prey to basically people who have their dreams. If you're not dreaming, someone else is dreaming. So there are 3 types of people in this world. People who make things happen. There are those who wonder exactly what happened, and those who watch things happen. What type of person are you? Do not worry. We're going to show you a step-by-step process on how you can realize your dreams. That's all I have to share with you for today. May God bless you, and let's get in touch as you do your business. Remember, your dream is only as good as you say it is. You might change your plan, but don't change your dream, because it is realistically achievable. It is God plants dreams in your mind, and those are small things that basically lead to your better future. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.